Okay. This match, I'm going to explain pretty much why you don't ever want to use super soldiers. Now, if you don't know what a super soldier is, it's pretty simple to figure out. It's whenever you use a human unit and you put like at least 9,000 points into it, where you're not really allowed any sort of backup. So you've just got this one big beefy unit. It seems great because you're going to end up with, how should I put this? This extremely powerful unit. It'll pretty much be able to destroy anything it comes up against. But there's a bunch of things that just seriously take it down. First of all, my build seems to sort of just deal with the super soldier very well. I have a medic right here, allows me to move very far without getting a skeleton suit. Also allows me to heal. Then I've got a commando with LPR with the stims. But the thin men are sort of what end up just making it my match. It sounded like he moved back over here. I was in fact wrong, but still ended up trying to look. So I just decided to move him closer.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted him over there or not, but I decided to. And so instantly, I saw that it was psi armor with an alloy cannon. All of his points cooked into that one unit.
I've got a visual.
Because just that right there, I think, is around 9,400 points. And so, see, he's got this one big unit. He didn't use any of his psi powers, which he could have from there. It's sort of the power of the psi warrior. But then I've just got these two thin men right up here who can poison him repeatedly. So at this point, I know I can't stand up to a direct assault, so I just move all my units back. I know there's nothing I should do right now except for get my units away. I wasn't sure if I wanted the commander to be in there, but I decided I'm just going to run away with everyone else. And so, here's the problem with super soldiers. They're only one unit. They only give you one area to control. You can't spread them out. You can't take multiple areas. This causes you to be able to maneuver against them very easily. Second aspect of them is that they're also just one unit. You can try to put a lot of damage output onto that unit, but in the end you can still only attack one thing at a time. And if that one shot misses, then you're really out of luck. So at this point I'm seeing if he moved anything over there because he didn't open up any of the doors and the glass broke. see that he did not move away.
Roger that. Scanning.
And so he really didn't know
Roger.
what to
I've
do.
got eyes on.
And then you can see that he heads toward the door, so I know he's right next to the door. And even though Psi Warriors are great in that they get, you know, a great short range capability and then a significant long range ability, you can't do both at the same time. It's not as good as I'd say as having even a gunner with an alloy cannon
Roger.
and a
I've
sectoid
got my eyes
commander.
on.
Even though both of those units are weaker overall, they're still more useful to you. Because it will allow you to do more in one turn. Here I'm all moving around my view because I'm really annoyed that I can't see under the bar. I really don't know why, like, it does that. I keep pressing escape because I'm trying to get back to my unit, and I forget that I'm not looking through poison. See, then I've just got this range where it randomly starts fizzing up on me. It ended up being that the entire game was lagging on me. Because after this match, I had to exit out the game and restart it to continue playing. This is where I realize he's inside the bar, even though none of the doors are open on my screen. I hate this error because it means you can't track their movement as well. If the glass doesn't break when they break it, if the doors don't open when they open them, it just ruins everything. And it looked like he was down on that counter. So see, he's just right there. And just this ability alone, Thin Min can really take on super soldiers, especially the psionic ones that decide to put on psi armor. Because you won't really, you know, the psi armor doesn't do much for you, and you're not immune to poison. A mind shield is a more potent psionic device than psi armor. Mind shield, I believe, apparently gives you 60 will, both for offensive and defensive purposes. Psi armor just gives you 30. And yet one costs more than the other. At this point it's become pretty obvious that he's just moving towards the door. So if he wants to go through the door, he has to go through poison. So even though he's got the sectoid, because he's just got this Psi Warrior, I don't really... It's not really a trouble for me to try to figure out how his units are moving. and so I can easily position against him. Because once you've got 4, 3, 6 units, whatever, you can move them, and the enemy won't know what unit to be listening to at the correct time. So it allows you to have some measure of confusion to the enemy. And there he is again. Move the side warrior out into the open. The sectoid's also out in the open, but different places. So I wasn't sure how he could see me, how I could see him, what was happening. But I just want to make sure he's poisoned all of the time.
I feel, Commander.
And he just can't do that. He lost over half his health just trying to get through the bar while poisoned. I'd like how to know how that happened. He misses, and he blows up the barrels in front of him that his gun is above. Some things in this game. And that scared me. I thought he was rapid firing. Because that might have killed him. I don't know what the percent was for that shot, but it definitely was not high percent. Who knows, maybe range bonus bumped it up a bunch. And then this is where it becomes apparent that he doesn't know much about the game. It's likely that he played single player, but you'd be surprised how many people in single player don't actually know. See, this is where it's checking. Was it actually psi weird? Because he just might have psi armor for no apparent reason. Because why didn't he mind control my unit? And so I can see the sectoid is going to kill psi warrior. Who knows? Maybe it was. He thought it was poison. It was just gonna end the match for